What can we learn about classroom management from Abraham Lincoln? I'm Larry Ferlazzo, and I want to tell you about a story I read about him in the New York Times quite a while ago. It was an article about a deal that he cut with the Mormons during the Civil War. Basically said, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. And he wrote a letter to a Mormon leader where he talked about when he was a boy growing up, and they were preparing fields to plant. Sometimes they'd come to a really big tree that had fallen down. It was too big to split, too big to get rid of. They just couldn't handle it. So they just left it around and plowed around it. He was using that story to illustrate the idea of that there are some battles not worth fighting, because what's really important is to win the war. And classroom management is not a war, it's not battles, but the idea of choosing which fights are worth fighting makes sense in classroom management. Which battles are worth fighting. If a student doesn't bring a pencil, I have a collection of pencils that they can just take. I don't think it's worth a big issue. If they didn't bring paper, I have paper. We have much bigger fish to fry when we work with our students, and we need to keep our priorities clear. What battles do you choose not to fight?